just a couple of things today. Multiplying part. The new busy list for today is what happens when you have, oh wait, maybe it is multiplying, yeah. What happens if you have something like this, 0.2 times 0.3? If in fact you multiply this, and if you follow our rules, 0.32 times, sorry, I wanted this to be a 3. I will change it. I will actually erase it and change it. I'll change back to blue because I was in blue started. 0.2 times 0.3. Here's where you have to be very careful because I see a lot of mistakes in this. It's like multiplying 2 times 3. 6 is in my answer. However, you must be very careful about where the decimal goes because if you follow the rules, Sam Saleaser, there's one decimal place there, correct? Yes. One decimal place there, correct? Yes. That's a grand total, Jacob, of 2. You always start at the right and come back that many places. I've only got one digit there, but I need 2 places, so I have to add a 0 in there. So my answer is actually 0.06, which is 600ths. 2 tenths times 2 tenths is 600. You know, which means I can do anything here. If I have 0.03 times 0.3, I multiply 3 times 3, I get 9. That is the digit in my answer, but where does the decimal point go? I have 2 decimal places there, 1 there. That's a total of 3, so you have to go 1, 2, 3, and each one of those little bubbles is going to take a 0. So just make sure that you're doing that. I'm not sure what else there is in here. Please also understand this, write down this problem, 0.5 minus 0.32. It's pretty easy to look at that and get a little confused, but what you must remember, children, is subtraction, you are not allowed to change the order of a subtraction problem. You know, a lot of times I see people put the 32 on top, and you can't do that. You don't need to do that because 0.5, if you follow the rules that we do when we add and subtract, you line up the decimals, 0.32 would go there, and you are always allowed to add a 0 if needed on the end of the decimal to help you out. And then when you subtract that, you end up with 0.18. The difference between adding and subtracting is you line them up, multiplying, and you count the decimal places. Right, old reindeer? And then another blank piece of paper. This will be relatively short. Probably not necessarily short. Put on top circle graphs, which are more commonly known as pie charts. A pie chart and circle graphs are really only used in certain occasions, and that is usually when you are trying to split up a whole. Split up a whole. Okay. You want to use a pie chart when you want to be able to see what part of something is something. For example, let's say this. I was making a pie chart about the typical 6th grade day. Typical day. Well, if I were doing that, a typical day, you'd have to, this whole pie chart would stand for 24 hours. And if you think about it, we could kind of do this. Alright. If I split it in half, one half would be 12 hours, and the other half would be 12 hours, but you probably want to make it a little bit smaller. I could cut the 12s in half, and each part would be worth 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours, right? What if I wanted to cut it into pieces of an hour each? What would I have to do? I'd have to split these into 6 equal pieces, right? Or I could cut it in half again. Might make it easier for us to do. So now each pie piece is worth 3 hours, right? 3, 6, 9, 12, whatever. And then each one of those I'd have to split into. No, half would give me pieces of 1.5 hours. I want each one of these is worth 3, so I got to cut it into thirds. Any suggestions on how? Here, let me blow this up. Not literally, but physically. No. Any idea the easiest way to split this into thirds would be without getting too crazy? Think outside the box. Rather than just drawing lines willy/nilly, you could do this. I'll cut this into thirds, and those lines are going to connect to these cut into thirds, right? So this one's going to come down to here, so I would probably do that. And this one's going to cut into thirds. Oh, look at how nicely that worked out. Cut this into thirds, and those are going to connect to this one into thirds. Anybody's looking as good as mine?
No.
You like look at mine.
Cut this into thirds, and they're going to match up with these pieces into thirds.
Yeah, that's
By the way, you do have rulers, so you could have that. And then this last one into thirds. Now, children's. By the way, mine would look better if I shrink it up.
Mine is horrible.
So, here is the deal. Asking you about what your typical day is. Let's start with probably the largest portion of your day, which isn't going to be the same for all of you, so don't cry and complain to me that your day doesn't fit into this mold. But generally speaking, how many hours of sleep would you say the typical?
8 hours, like 7,
2 hours for Zach. You probably go to bed at 9-ish, get up at, I said typical.
7.
Let's just go 8 hours. So that would take up 8 of my pie pieces, and I'll shade those in a second here. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's shade that with a beautiful color of red. So 8 pie pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here is the part of the 6th grader's day spent sleeping. Which you should. You people need your sleep, by the way. You're not
I sleep in 8 hours.
Devices are nice.
I have 12 hours of sleep. I have that. Sammy, Tyler, that's half of your day. That's more than half. Exactly. 12 hours. Never that's more than that. Usually, you don't stay up. Yeah, you don't stay up hours. That's like I sleep what? I get like 8 hours.
Okay. And then we might as well, we're not going to get real crazy because I don't want to take too much time on this. And then let's just say, school goes from, by the time you leave home to the time you get home, would be another 8 hours actually. So we gotta do another 8 hours. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do that in blue since we're in the blue category here. So we go 8 hours here.
That is a lot more
No, it shouldn't.
I have like 2 hours of spray tanning in the house.
You go spray tanning?
I used to know how to spray tanning.
And then let's take a little straw poll here. And I know not everybody does, but let's say you are in some sport or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just make that 2 hours. It could be worth more, but let's go 2 hours here with your sport.
Yeah, that's what I This is beautiful.
And then I suppose, I don't know what we got left when you go home. Homework, let's say it's an average.
2 hours. 5 hours.
Tell you what, hold up your hand with about an hour's how long you spend homework every night. 10 hours? Yes. 1, 2, 3. 0 for some people. I see a lot of ones, and that's what I'm going with.
What? How do you do that? Hours of
And then how about recreation or fun time, goofing around time, or TV time?
Car driving time, 4 minutes.
Internet.
Let's do screen time, which would include
15 hours. Just filling the whole thing.
I'm just gonna make 2 hours.
I want to.
The rest of chill time. My cousins get to switch twice a week.
And then I'm gonna just put miscellaneous for the rest, because I know you'll all start shouting out things that nobody
Nintendo Switch. He's a crazy. Like 2 days a week. What's that? I don't know. Please let me know. Oh, miscellaneous.
Okay, now please look at page 209 in your books. Let's talk about one more thing about time charts and graphs.